I want to welcome you guys to Next Level Conversations. Just got some real, I think today's session is going to be extremely enlightening and really helpful. And so I'm going to dive right in. I cannot wait to have this conversation with you guys. So let's get it in, man. Welcome to Next Level Conversations, where we don't just talk about growth, we ignite it. And every other Tuesday, we dive into transformative insights, breakthrough strategies, and high impact wisdom designed to elevate your mindset, sharpen your leadership, and fuel your success. So, whether you are here to level up in business, relationships, or personal mastery, you are in the right place. And here's my promise to you. I promise to maximize your time. I promise to encourage you to take action. I promise to focus on growth. And I promise to be in the moment. And if you are here, I need you to make the same promise. If you here, go ahead and put I promise in the comments, because I'm here to help you get to the next level. And so I'm so glad you guys popped in today. I want to talk to you about setbacks. Okay. I want to talk to you about setbacks. I'm kind of sure that at this particular time, you should be striving after something. You should be trying to do something. You should be trying to get to a next level. You should be after a certain goal. But the truth is, sometimes when we are in that space, we have setbacks, right? And we don't confess those setbacks. We get to a place where we think that we're supposed to be superhuman, and superhumans don't have setbacks. No, they don't. They just simply keep going. And that's true. But it would be wrong of me to be trying to convince you to get to the next level without saying a couple of words about setbacks. And I want to give you today, I know I'm not going to get to all of them, but I'm going to give you some secrets to winning the battle against setbacks. If you're ready to win, put win in the chat. Winning the battle against setbacks. You got to win this battle. If you do not face, acknowledge, and win the battle against setbacks, hear me very clearly, you're going to be stuck in that cycle. I know I'm not the only one that hits that wall where I'm just tired of being in the same cycle. You said it again. You did it again. It happened again. I fell back again. It was supposed to be different this time. And it will be. And I'm going to be sure of it. So we're not going to be moving to the next level without facing setbacks. And I got some secrets that I want to share, because it is your ability to get past and move through some of these setbacks that's going to really help you today. Let me give you some hard truths, and I want you to write this down. These are hard truths. These are things that you just have to accept. Here it is. The first thing I want you to write down is that setbacks are inevitable. I'm giving you 5 truths about setbacks. They are inevitable. No one succeeds without a setback. No one succeeds without a challenge. No one succeeds without having to fight through an obstacle, without having their timelines challenged. So they are inevitable. That's just the truth. And if something is simply a part of the process, that gives you permission to not be so hard on yourself about having a setback. It's just a part of the process. In fact, you can't get set back unless you're moving forward. This is making sense to you. You can't, if you are complaining about a setback right now, it's because you're trying to do something. Congratulations. Welcome to the club. I need you to get a smile on your face on that part, because it's inevitable. Second thing I want you to write down: your old habits always try to come back. I know I listen. Your old habits will always try to come back. So if you are in this tug of war where you're evaluating your progress based on the temptation to go back to old habits, or based on the absence of feeling associated with your old habits, right? You know how sometimes you're like, I'm still feeling this way, or I'm still thinking about going back, or I'm still thinking about being with him or her, or man, I wish I could go eat this or that, or I remember when. Your old habits will always try to come back. If this is helping you, you got to let me know it's helpful. They will always try to come back. So here it is. Change is the battle. Your brain actually craves familiarity. So what's happening is you are facing something new and your brain is having trouble embracing it. And so there's nothing wrong with you because you kind of like, I missed that. Or dang, I feel like doing what I used to do. Third thing, willpower alone won't save you. I need to talk to the superhuman, superheroes, super sheroes. I need to talk to the people who are like, I'm going to just will my way through this. I need you to have that grit. I need you to have that in your stomach. I need you to have that in your mind. I need you to be prepared to give it everything you got. But if all you have is willpower, that alone will not save you. It's just the truth. So if all you're doing is fighting a setback with sheer will, that's why you're on the hamster wheel. And it's okay. I'm there. I'm right there with you because I got that willpower thing down. You're not going to take me out this time. I got it. It's all in me. So systems and environments matter more than motivation. Systems and environments matter more. And so I want you to maintain the motivation. But the truth is, just that motivation won't get you there. You got to do something else. This is actually the fourth one. And this one's really good. Small slips become big slumps if ignored. So some of us, when we are dealing with our setbacks, if you're come with me to a computer, come with me to a Word document, and come with me to the size of the font. And so some of us, our setbacks start at like 8 font. And then by the time we finish, they about 100. They taking up the whole page. And so what I'm encouraging you to understand is the truth about a setback is that the setbacks typically start small. Come on, let's confess. Have you ever told yourself, I'm only going to have one potato chip? Okay, you don't have to be honest. You ever told yourself, I'm only going to have one gummy bear? I'm only going to take one scoop. I'm only going to have one serving. And then by the time you look up, you've consumed the whole thing. Small slips become big slumps. And so when you hit the small slip, you can't ignore it. Stop ignoring it. Come on, man. Now, this actually becomes really significant if your setback is connected to another person. Because if your setback is connected to another person, you'll say, well, only hang out once. If your setback is connected to a certain activity that you're doing, you'll say, I'll only allow it to go this far. And what happens is you look up and you're way, way further than you intended. So missing once is a mistake. Missing twice is the start of a new habit. Please write this down. Missing once, that's a mistake. Missing twice, you're starting a new habit, and that habit is fighting your other habits. Is this helpful? I'm just giving you the truth about it. So the discipline is, I want you to be able to catch it right at the top. I'm not telling you not to have it. I'm telling you to catch it at the top. Like if you can really, some of you, your progress will be, I went from eating 5 chips to only eating 1. I remember when I was trying to get my eating together, my goal was to leave food on the plate. Like I have to visit the trash can. That was my goal. So I'm not going to eat all of this because I always overeat. Am I alone? Don't y'all be leaving out here by myself. I just overeat. Like my eyes, you can finish this. You can finish this. My eyes, well, they aren't bigger than my stomach because I consume it all, but my eyes are bigger than where I want my stomach to be. And so I just got to eat what's on my plate. The other thing is I was raised with you don't waste food. So you got the don't waste food mentality with the eyes is bigger than the stomach or bigger than you want your stomach to be. And now you've got a setback that starts small and ends up big, and you're building a new habit. And so we want to not do that snap for us. The last truth I want to tell you is your identity shapes your recovery. I want you not to do something, but I want you to become something. I don't want you to embrace behavior. I want you to become who you want to become. And that's how we're going to face our setbacks. So if you see yourself as someone who always struggles, you'll keep struggling. Can I say that again for the people in the back? If you see yourself as someone who always struggles, you're always going to struggle. And I know you probably have said to yourself, man, I'm always going to struggle with this. You see yourself in that space and you know yourself well. Now we're going to change the way you see. All right. So here it is. We talked about setbacks, and we're in the phase of our conversation where we're talking about habits. And I have encouraged you to build habits. Now let's talk about protecting the habits that you're building. Have you ever been frustrated because you're building something and destroying it at the same time? Have you ever gotten frustrated with yourself because you got in the gym and you went straight to the pancake house right after? Have you ever gotten frustrated with yourself because you went to your holy place or your church and then ended up in a non-holy place right after? Let's go backwards. Or you came out of the non-holy place to the holy place. So you understand. And you're frustrated with yourself because you're trying to build something, and at the same time, there is an attack on that which you're trying to build. This, what I'm about to say, is going to be a game changer for you. Write it down. It is your responsibility to protect what you are building. You do not get to build these habits without putting boundaries in place to protect what you are building. Come on, if we're going to get over this, if we're going to get through these setbacks, you have to see it as something that has to be protected. And that which you are building must be protected. You're building something that you cannot just leave vulnerable to attacks. And the attacks must come to remind you that you got to protect it. I've talked to you about building the habits, and I want to salute you for building those habits. And I want to be I want to celebrate with you. I want to dance. I want to laugh. I want to clap. I want to give you a round of applause for building it. Now you've got to protect what you've built. If you're hearing what I'm saying, please put something in the chat. If you're hearing what I'm saying, I need you. If you don't find a wall to write on, that is your next assignment, and that is protect what you built. The setback came because the protection failed. Yeah. I'm not coming for you. I'm just telling you how it happened. I built it. I didn't know I had to protect it because I thought that building it would just be. But you got to protect what you build. This is so deep. And so we hit these setbacks. We're trying to maneuver through these setbacks, and the setbacks are occurring while we're building. And so on the other side of that, we have to understand that as we are building it and when we build it, we also have to protect it. Some of us, that's the hidden message. I've been building for a long time. I just never knew I had to protect what I built. It is this idea that once I've accomplished it, I can walk away from it. No, sir, no, ma'am. You got to protect it. And you can protect it. And you are capable of protecting it. I just want to put that in your head. This isn't an extra task for you to protect it. You know how to protect it. You just have to know it's your responsibility to protect it. It is something to be protected. Everybody who is watching me right now, you got a skill set to protect. And I can point to relationships, and I can point to stuff, and I can point to things that you have protected and protected well. And I need you to take that attitude with your habits. So here it is. Let's go. Why protect your habits? Because you have to understand that they come under attack. You also want to protect your habits because you want to get unstuck. Aren't you tired? All right, wrong song. That's what there. You ready to be unstuck. You also protect your habits because you're tired of breaking promises to yourself. Come on, can we just hold space? Can we hold space? Can you just put something in the comments if you've ever broken a promise to yourself? I want to hold space for everybody who has ever promised themselves something that they didn't follow through on. That's devastating. Like we say things like, I don't want to break my promises to other people, but breaking a promise to yourself, man, that thing right there, I don't even have enough strength and courage to keep a promise to myself. I'm going to let myself down. Who going to save me? So you want to protect your habits so you can stop having those kind of conversations with yourself, right? And thankfully, if you are connected, we come into community and you can have these conversations. We can converse and you don't have to, lament. All right, here we go. I'm pausing for a second. This is happening in real time and I need you to do this. I need you to write down the stuff that you need to forgive yourself for. Just get about 2 or 3 of them. I forgive myself for A. I forgive myself for B. I need you to write it down. I forgive myself. First of all, you just need to write down, I forgive myself, okay? Woo, come on. You deserve that forgiveness. Give yourself some reprieve. I forgive myself for saying things that I shouldn't have said. I forgive myself for going farther than I should have went. I forgive myself for going back to something that I just knew was not good. I forgive myself for the repetition of explanations that kept me there. Well, I just needed it. I just needed it. Y'all don't have none of this. I got a whole bunch of this. I forgive myself for not letting myself sleep in peace. Come on, man. This is good. I forgive myself. And I will continue to forgive myself. This was better. Oh, man, this was so much better. I forgive myself and I will continue to forgive myself. Come on, I'm giving you something to write down. I forgive myself and I will continue to forgive myself. So what typically happens is we'll say, I forgive myself and I'm never going to do it again. Do not do that to yourself. You are going to do it again. Hello? You are going to have moments where you set a bar and you miss it. That's life, baby. Come on. You ain't living unless you swinging and missing. Better shoot your shot. You got enough bullets. Every day, if you ain't missing at least once a day, you ain't trying. And if you have a perfect day, you better run around the house. You better put on your favorite song, your favorite dress, your favorite clothes. You better take a picture. You better stamp that thing. That thing is graduation, okay? But everybody misses. Everybody misses. They just have trained themselves to forgive themselves. That's why you got to protect your habits. One of the habits you got to develop is forgiving yourself. You get much further if you do. Okay, I got to move on. Here we go. You also protect your habits because you're ready to break the cycle. Come on. Oh, this is so good. Let me say it again. You're ready to break the cycle. Come on, look at yourself in the mirror real quick. Look at yourself in the camera real quick. You can see yourself or you can hear yourself. You may not even be in a space where you got your camera on, so you may not be able to look at yourself, but you know how you look. And you talk to yourself and say, I'm breaking the cycle. Come on, man. Don't play with me. I'm breaking the cycle. And I'm about to help right now. I am about to help in a way that I did not plan to help. I'm breaking the cycle. Here it is. And I'm not saying that you're breaking the cycle is connected to perfection. It's connected to how you're going to talk to yourself about your own behavior. I'm breaking that cycle. Like the way that I'm talking to me, I don't need no best friends to hype me up. When I say that cycle of conversation has got to stop. Because my words are breaking down my protection. Because the way I'm talking to myself, that's my biggest enemy. Do you realize that if you fall down, you get back up and walk again? Like, you just do that. You ain't gonna lay down there and just fall down there. Well, some people lay down there. It's okay. Lay down there. Sometimes you gotta figure out if you broke anything, scratch anything. I'm not talking about nobody. Please, don't be offended about me laughing. But you ever fall so exposed and so hard that you just don't get up for a second? You just want to see. You want to see what happened. All right, whatever. I'm laughing at it because I get to tell the story. Okay, but I'm breaking the cycle. Meaning I'm not going to talk to myself a certain way if I don't hit my marks. I'm not going to get stuck on where I missed. I'm going to get stuck on my getting up and how I talk to myself. This is so good. All right. And you protect your habits because you want to win for real. So I need to help you real quick. How do you know when your habits are under attack? Here's the list, and I'm going to have you write it down. So you better write quick. Here's how you know that your habits are under attack, because some people don't even realize. No, let me say it this way. These are times when your habits are under attack. There are certain times when your habits are exposed. And I want to tell you that. You need to know, oh, this is when I need to protect my habits. Are you ready? Like, these times are when my habits are exposed. I want to get that to you. All right. Some of these you got, some of these you don't got. Here it is. When you are stressed or overwhelmed, your habits are exposed. That thing hit so hard. Come on. You know you be stressed out when that habit goes to the wayside. You know you be overwhelmed when that habit, you forget you had a habit. Come on, let's talk about it. So one of the strategies to keep you stuck is to stress you out. Because that's when you forget about your habits. Stress will have you forgetting that you on a diet. Have you forgetting that you said you wasn't going to curse nobody out no more. Have you straight on, oh man, y'all done mess with the wrong person today. You about to get this work. And it's interesting because it begins to build up like a ripple. You ain't got to confess to me. It is, well, what happened was I got stressed, so I didn't go to the gym, but I was still stressed. So it wasn't just the gym. It went further than the gym. I had to go get some food. I had to go have some sex. I had to go have a drink. I had to go curse somebody out. And I had to be sure that when I came home, y'all mother effers ain't saying nothing to me today. All right. Sorry. Wrong audience. Give me 1 second because I want to change my camera. Right? I'm saying, man, y'all stop playing with me. I'm so serious about this. I don't know what to do with myself. Hold on. So, are you guys getting what I'm saying? When you stressed or overwhelmed, you got to pay attention. You got to tell yourself, nope, not today. Not today. I'm not doing it today. Hold on. Y'all seeing this happen in real time too. Hi. I hope y'all doing all right. I'm just making a way out of no way, okay? Things you plan for and things you don't. You got to get your volume right. All right, we back. We in here. Okay, cool. So when you're stressed and overwhelmed, sometimes your habits go to the wayside. Somebody like, get that man some help. I think so too. I think I need some help. All right. That's when you know you got to watch your habits. So now your trigger this is your sign. When you see stress or you experience stress or you acknowledge that you're overwhelmed, the first thing you want to do is say, what habits have I built that I got to protect? That's how you make decisions. Stressed? Okay. Habits. And if you pay attention to your habits, you'll discover you get control of your decision-making in the space. You can't just make random decisions because your decisions are to protect the habits. And I'm giving you permission to focus in on a particular set of habits. Whichever one you set out, remember we got goals we trying to reach. That's where you run to protect first. All right. So for me, it's fitness. When I stress out, I cannot run to the kitchen. I can run to other places. I can pick up the phone. I call my homies and my homegirls, but I'm not about to go eat that delicious, juicy, fatty burger with cheese and can't do it. All right, next time. So you got the first one. Now I got to go through the rest of these really quickly. I'm giving you 10 times when you know your habits are under attack. I got to go through these quickly. Second one is when you're experiencing success. There is no greater risk to your habits than winning. And most people know how to carry failure. They do not know how to carry success. I know I'm telling the truth. It is when you have succeeded that you then find yourself wavering on your habits. And that's why people who rise quick fall fast. Habits under straight attack. Ask me how I know, because you decided to get the Hoochie Daddy shorts or the one piece because you done lost weight and now you done went on that 10-day vacation and you came back and you done lost what you put in place and you can't get the habit back in place. Ask me how I know. It's when you actually get into the relationship that you stop doing the habits that got you there. You ain't gonna say nothing to me. So success is risky. You ought to put that in big words. Success is so risky. Most people not only can't manage success, but they can't reach success because they're not willing to take the risk to be successful. It's risky to be successful. People start looking up to you. They start asking you all these kinds of questions. They put pressure on you like you can't make a mistake. Success is dangerous. All right, let me lower my voice. I know I'm telling the truth. You better be careful what you ask for. Because some of the standards that you set in will put you at greater risk than where you're sitting right now. You could be at rock bottom and be going to the next bottom just sitting at the top. All right, you know what? Come on, we in here. So your habits are exposed when you're finding success. Next one. When your routine is disrupted. Y'all notice I'm taking you through your whole life. If you wake up too late, your habits are at risk. Come on, talk to me. You wake up, you said you want to brush your teeth every day. I know some of y'all just get in and brush your teeth, but some of y'all be lying. You just leave the toothbrush. You can't get time to brush your teeth because it takes 20 minutes to brush your teeth. You just slept your 20 minutes away. You take your toothbrush with you and you forgot the toothpaste. Now you messed it up. I was on the plane the other day and I'm trying to keep this eating thing together. Imagine this. I got this habit I'm trying to eat, but the plane is delayed. My food is under the plane. I can't get to my food. Routine messed up. Now I got an issue. They ain't got no food places in this little small rinky-dink airport. All right, let me move on. So when you're stressed, when you're successful, when your routine is disrupted. 4, when you are around certain types of people. Some of y'all need to change who y'all talking to and who y'all hanging around. You ain't got to say nothing to me. You solid. Certain people, listen. I wish I was talking to my hot girl summer people because y'all don't do no hot girl summers no more. Come on, let's have a confession. Certain people you couldn't hang out with as often because they would go hard 5 days. You really only wanted to go hard 1 day. You ever been on a trip and when you started the trip, you wanted to go to everything. By the time you got to the end of the trip, you was like, hey, listen. Y'all go ahead without me. I'll be good. Because I didn't surrender so many habits. I don't even recognize myself. All right, let's go on. The 5th one. When you're feeling emotionally drained, I want to give you permission to acknowledge that your emotions fatigue. Emotionally fatigued. I don't want to get emotional with y'all. I remember losing family members. I remember losing relationships. I remember crying for so long that I'm tired of crying. I'm just fatigued in my emotions. That's sadness. And you may not hear people like me confess that all the time. That sometimes my habits are at risk because I'm emotionally drained. And it is the sadness that did that. But for a lot of people, because we don't want to be vulnerable enough to acknowledge when crying has taken us there. Anger can show enough emotionally drain you. You get so mad so often, your habits go out the window. No kind of boundary set. So that's the time. We're at 5. Okay. I'm going to give you 5 more. Did you get them? All right. Here it is. When you're in a high pressure situation, some people get paid to be here and they sometimes lose their minds, but your habits take an L when you're in high pressure situations. Yeah, they do. I'm giving you guys as much as I can so that you can respond when you're facing a setback, but you got to know where the attacks are coming from. So those are 6 times. Here's 7. When you haven't tracked your progress in a while, have you ever been on autopilot? Like, you know what happens all the time, and so then it kind of slowly slips away. It's like a gradual creep. Yeah, that messes with your habits as well. Number 8, when you're comparing yourself to others. I'm gonna sit here for 60 seconds. You go to the gym, you got your habits in place, but now everybody at the gym just seem like they doing better than you. And so your habits that kept you safe have now gotten you injured because you wanted to compare yourself to other people. You got to protect those habits. So be where you are. Your habits got you there. Protect those habits and allow that to show you where to go next. Do not, and this is, I use the gym, but you might use other things. You may be driving, I remember I used to go to people's houses. Shame on me. I would go to their houses and I think about the house that I live in. And I start comparing myself to others. And so now my spending habits, come on, they're at risk now. You sick of getting in people's cars. And they always got the fresh new smell. And your car got the used car smell. It's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with the used car smell. Most of y'all got used car smell today. Okay. And you cool with that. You better get your $2 air freshener and hang it on that daggone seatbelt buckle and be happy, or hang it on the, look, old school, hang it on the what? Rearview mirror. If you ain't ever seen that tree swinging, you missing out. That's living. Okay. Let me go on. I'm so silly. But you compare yourself to other people. I want my car to smell like that. Or even worse, I need that car. So now my spending habits are trash. When you have a choice between something that's affordable or something that's out of your price range, these are messing with your habits, right? Because you had saving habits in place. You had spending habits in place, but you got in Dorsey's vehicle and you was like, oh man, I got to do this. I said, no, you ain't. You better return the vehicle. You have 30-day warranty. Okay. Last 2. When you've hit a plateau. So there's some times in your life where you're doing habits, but you feel like your growth is not happening. Come on. Have you ever been frustrated where it's like, I know I'm doing all the right stuff, but I'm not growing? What is wrong? I hit a plateau. That's the time when your habits are at risk. The last one is, here it is. When you feel like you need a break. I deserve. What's that song? Baby, I deserve. Who sings that? Anyways, wrong song. So these are Tank. Listening to Tank will get you in trouble. I'm gonna edit this out the video. But when you feel like you need a break, well, it ain't just Tank. You know who else gets you there? If you've never heard, listen to me. If you've never heard of Tank, just type in Tank singer, Tank black singer. Just type it in, and you know what? If you hear him live, it's wrong. But you know who else will do that to you? D'Angelo, the old D'Angelo. Now, I don't know what's going on with new D'Angelo. New D'Angelo still got skill. He just ain't built the way he used to be. D'Angelo, man. Just do me a favor. Just go and type in Untitled D'Angelo, and it's gonna have in parentheses. How does it feel? The way that camera just panned. Don't act like y'all wasn't up there. Just. There are people who watch that, can't even watch it no more. I can't do it. Heart just start racing. Whatever. Yeah, talk about me. Habits just at risk. Try to be D'Angelo. All right, let's go. I'm going to give you some ways to protect yourself. I'm going to give you 5 ways today, and I'll give you 5 more when we meet again. So here it is. Here are 5 ways to protect your habits when they're under attack. So I've done my best to set this up, right? You know how to acknowledge when the attack, when you're at most risk, when your habits are at most risk. I've given you that information. So I'm going to give you 5 and then I'm going to stop because I have 15 of them. I'm going to give you 5 of them. These are solutions. All right. There are ways to protect your habits when they are under attack. Here it is. Have a preset stress relief habit. Like, have a preset stress relief habit already in place. Now, I know some of my friends on the line got this part down. They are masters at it. It may look like taking some deep breaths. Right. You know, if you know me well, you can see me on the screen. If you ever see me start rocking like this, it's a preset stress relief. You ever see me just and some of you guys may have seen that before. That's protecting my habits. It's protecting my habits, and it's protecting the person. Okay, because I got habits that haunt. Okay, so let me take this deep breath. Let me just take this deep breath. Get you some healthy preset stress relief habits. Some people just go to the fridge and just get a bottle. And let me just pause here and talk to those people who are on edibles. You probably on an edible right now. And you have convinced yourself, no, I ain't gonna get, listen, don't come for me. I'm not judging you. I'm explaining that it is important to have habits that are sustainable and healthy. I am not suggesting that you are abusing anything or anything like that. But before edibles came along, there were other things. Okay. So I do not want you to get stuck on subduing your body's nerves every 5 minutes. Otherwise, you're just gonna walk around high all the time, can't feel a thing. All right. Nobody wants that to happen. Some of y'all high right now. That's cool though. I love it. I love it for you. But find another preset stress relief habit and accumulate a list of those so that you got options to protect your habits. Okay. I'll let you in on a secret. Some people overdo one habit, and that stress relief habit gets old. So you got to have a list of things, right? A list of things that you do. Mine used to be the gym, but sometimes the gym is closed. What am I going to do? It used to be to call one of my homeboys or homegirls, but they be asleep. What am I going to do? All right, let me not go down the other list of stuff. All right, the second thing. Oh, this is a cheat code. This is a cheat code. I'm going to tell y'all. This is such a cheat code. I haven't told anybody this. I've never told anybody this. So one of the ways, one of the strategies that has always kept me in competition with something great is what I'm about to tell you. Second thing you can do to protect your habits is set a new challenge. So come on, I'm at the gym. I just finished the challenge. I did it for 6 weeks. I'm down to, my body is body and I'm getting it to him. But I'm out of challenge. So now my habits start going away because my habits were connected to what was challenging me. So the way that I used to jumpstart my protecting of my habits, some of y'all know this, let's just start a new challenge. I'm in the middle of that right now. Because I was like, my habits are wrecked. My will won't let me put it back in place. My thoughts won't let me put it back in place. I done the beach. The beach ain't doing it. Right? It ain't working. I am my best version when I'm challenged. Let me find a reasonable challenge to take on. And here we are. It's a cheat code. And that challenge isn't burdensome to me. I'm protecting my habits. If you knew it to protect these habits, what I'm actually protecting. So just as a side, your habits are connected to your goals. All right. Nope. So set a new challenge or stretch your goals to keep the momentum going. Don't run away from the stretch. I'm helping. This is such a cheat code. If you did 5 reps, do 7. Just put a little bit more funk on that thing. You know what I'm saying? If you did a 6-week, do a 7-week next time. I think I can get it 1 more week. And even if you only do 6, at least you protect it. At least your habits are still in order. And habits eventually become lifestyle. All right, come on. 3. Here we go. Create a bare minimum version of your habit that you can stick with anywhere. Bare minimum. Bare minimum. All right, so Dorsey, you know that you typically work out 5 days a week. My bare minimum is 3. I'm not going no lower than 3. Okay, so you know you're not supposed to be drinking. Bet. But if I'm a drink, I'm not drinking no more than 3. Come on, man. There's got to be a wall. Bare minimum version. What is your bare minimum? It is, if my standard collapses, I've got a safety. Yep. I'm bare minimum. When you go to the gym, I'm only going through 3. I thought you went 5. Yep, but I'm just doing 3 right now. That's the best I got. This habit has got to stay protected. I'm not giving it up. It is why when I literally broke a bone in my foot, I'm on my knees like, you gonna get this work at least 3 days. I'm telling you the truth. Somebody was like, yo, how your arms get like that? I broke my legs. Oh man, this is so revelatory. Please let me sit here. When one part wasn't working, I strengthened the part that was. Come on. So I'm talking about habits that I'm protecting. So if health tries to put an obstacle in front of you, that's not an excuse to let your health go. You do what you can do with the health that you have. If relationally, one part of the relationship is broken, cool. That's not an excuse to let the entire thing rot. Okay, so y'all don't keep the dishes clean, but you better fold them daggone clothes. This idea that because one part is not at 100%, you got to let the other part go. All right, come on. The 4th one, I'm almost done. Set clear boundaries or have an exit strategy before entering the triggering environments. That's a big one. I said a lot of words in there. Set clear boundaries or have an exit strategy before entering triggering environments. So alcoholics don't go to the bar. Alcoholics have about 10 reasons why they ain't going to the bar. They got to chop through all of those. Sometimes, listen to me clearly, sometimes your exit strategy is to wait it out. You know you can't go to the bar, so just wait until everybody leaves. Because you know you'll be lying if they ask you, do you want to go to the bar? You gonna lie and say, nope. I've done this before where I'm like, I can't answer. What you doing? I'm doing absolutely nothing. You ever look at the phone and just watch it buzz? You know you can't pick it up. You know you can't. That's my exit strategy. Just don't touch the phone. Put that thing on airplane mode. What's my strategy? Take a walk. Leave the phone at home. You got to set the boundary. You got to have an exit. You got to know. This is really about knowing yourself. Okay. How do you know yourself? Well, study your behavior, my friend. Don't judge it. Study it. I know I can't do that. Can I be honest with y'all? Yes, I'm a married man, but let me be honest with you. Just let me be honest with you. Just be straight up honest with you. It's probably too honest. That's okay. That's okay. I ain't got no issue. There are some people in this world who I cannot be around. You will not. I shall not. I know it's an L. I know it's an L. Nope. We can't be friends. We can't even be colleagues. Nope. If they came to the gym, I switch gyms. I know myself. That's a clear exit strategy. What happened? I injured myself. Y'all think this is a game, man. I'm telling y'all, if you're really serious about it, because I got to protect these habits. You mess around. I can't. You ever see, you know what? See, girls are more honest than guys. So let me talk to the girls. You ever see a guy and you just know, excuse me, please forgive me. You just know that it would go down if he even just blinked at you wrong. And you're like, oh no, I can't do that. No, can't, God, I can't even. This is you right here. They say hi, you like, hi. I'm talking setting the boundaries, having the exit strategy. So what you do is, if you know that you find that, you got to keep your head down. You got to walk real fast. You better act like you got to use the bathroom. You better go in that bathroom and sit in that stall and rock yourself back to steady. Y'all think I'm laboring here. I'm trying to help you. And I'm also trying to be honest with you. And I don't care. Talk about me, call me weak. But I bet you these habits are still intact. Okay? Getting up out of here. You think I'm trying to work out just so that I can walk? No, so I can run up out this mud. You couldn't chase me down. Okay, let me stop. All right, number 5. A little levity, okay? And so some of us are like that. Like you can't go to Cold Stones. You didn't try flirting with Yogurtland. You can't go to the ice cream shop. Like you just can't go. All right. You think, well, I'll just, what is it? I'll buy me an ice cream maker. I'll make it myself. And one of these days, your electricity went out and you just had to have it. All right, let's move on. Number 5, last one, prioritize rest and recovery so that you can maintain discipline over time. And so sometimes you protect your habits by resting. It's a fight, y'all. Ding, ding. Go back in your round. Get some, boxing rounds are boxing rounds are typically 3 minutes. Some of them are 2 minutes. UFC fights, 5-minute rounds. I don't know how they do that. That's so hard. But you prioritize your rest, you prioritize your recovery so that you can get out there and you can perform well. So some of us, we lose because we're tired. And it's unreasonable to expect yourself to win when you're tired. Get you some rest so that you can protect those habits. Okay. I'm trying to give you guys, I'm done here. I tried to give you guys some real game. Get you some pre habits. If you need a list of them, I can tell you some of the things I do, and I will. Set a new challenge. I gave you the easy, the biggest thing. Every time I need to turn my life around, I start a challenge. Every time, every single time. And I've discovered that thing is, I just keep leveling up. It's like, what you doing? That's what people say to me. You always, what do they say? You always on something. I'm like, yep. What time of the year is it? Yep. Sure is. It's Christmas. You want to know why? Because Christmas got yams and mac and cheese in it. You could catch me slipping. Going over to the homegirl house, she done made the best mac and cheese. Going to my mama house, she gonna maybe eat them daggone greens. And she put pork in it. What? I'm tripping. I've got to be on something. All right. Create a bare minimum, set clear boundaries, prioritize rest and recovery. Okay. I'm stopping there because I do have 10 more. that I would love to share with you, but we're out of time. So just do me a favor. Let me give you this last little piece here. And I'd love for you to sort of, drum up any questions that you have, because I would love to hear at least one thing that you may really have gotten from this that you feel you'll be able to use in the near future. But let me get this to you. So that's a wrap for this session of Next Level Conversations. But remember, elevation does not stop here. Apply what you've learned, challenge yourself, and keep pushing towards your next level. If this conversation resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, subscribe, stay locked in, and certainly come to the next one. We're in here every 2 weeks. Keep it moving, keep it growing. And if you are climbing, please, please, please meet me at the top. All right, family, give me some feedback. I'm here for all of this. I want to know what you thought and what you got from that.